game against the Mavericks in Dallas. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Moniunas out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Now here's Freak after the miss from Andre Drummond. Freak with it, and Adams kicks the foul. 4 on the shot clock. That's good. Lynn's got the first points of the night for Brooklyn.
And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. And the shot is long. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Boston.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
I mean, even from over here, you can... see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
No in.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Kicks it to Drummond. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Pistons on defense. 4-point game. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, no splits here, partner. One team will have bragging rights, and a win tonight is the first step.
Lynn the pass to Freak. No good on the 3. Pistons have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Assist goes to Reggie Jackson.
And here are the Nets. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first basket of the night.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Johnson, good. The Nets with the lead. Lynn dishes to Freak. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Jackson kicks to Moniunas. Back to Jackson. There's a screen by Moniunas. Jackson passes to Drummond. Rebound, Brooklyn. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Moniunas with the steal. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. Elbow shot is on the way. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Nets leading by 4. Here's Freak. Good on the triple. Freak's got 7 points.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Moniunas a screen on Lynn. Jackson drives in. The 15-footer, good.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Screen by Young. To the middle. Moniunas with the steal. Johnson kicks to Jackson. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And taking a look here at some stats for Andre Drummond. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 15 rebounds and just over 2 blocks. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
So for the Nets, Brook Lopez for Adams. Embiid comes in for Young, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Powell. Detroit also making some changes. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Moniunas. Hood comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Reggie Jackson. He took good advantage of that screen. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Dellavedova dishes to Hood. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And Freak throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And he gets it to go.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And a wide-open look for Lynn. Rebound by Smith.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Nets leading by 5. Lynn the pass to Freak. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Hood kicks to Drummond, and he goes in for the dunk.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my...
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways playing.
Adams, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Spates comes in for Young. And Freak subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And a different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Smith. Johnson comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Ennis, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Austin Rivers. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks got the job done. He finished with 27 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Drummond, a screen. Here's Jackson. Jackson missing again.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Freak kicks to Spates. Moniunas with the steal. And it's Johnson penetrating. Pass to Moniunas. That one falls. It's coming off the Johnson feet. Moniunas has got the lead up to 2 now for Detroit. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Drummond, it's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Burnett shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Johnson. Moniunas with the steal. He kicks to Ennis. Drummond a screen. Shot clock at 6. Ennis with the ball. Out defended by Freak. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Now here's Freak. Gets it off. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Tie game in Brooklyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
So far in the game for Freak, he's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Freak, he's in at 3. Adams is out there with Young. Then it's Jeremy Lin, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Inside, and it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Caldwell Pope. And it's 6 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson. Lin dishes to Adams. There's a screen. At the elbow, it's Freak. On target from 13 feet. Freak's got 4 points this quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And there's the pass to Johnson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Then the pass to Freak. Inside, Adams makes it off the glass. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Drummond. 11 feet away, and it's blocked by Adams. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Brook Lopez is checked in for Adams. Detroit also making some changes. Smith comes in for Moniunas, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Reggie Jackson. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Johnson can't hit. The Nets with the lead. In transition, here come the Nets. There's Freak. Rebound by Johnson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Screen by Smith. Dellavedova dishes to Smith. And Drummond throws it down.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, Gio. The battle on the boards, Clark, can go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and that misses. That would have put him up. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Then the pass to Lopez.
Well, as we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. 5th in points off turnovers. 5th in second chance points. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And go back to points off those turnovers. I mean, teams really get caught unprepared to deal with that blitzing style, that trapping, diving in the passing lanes, and then running it down your throat in transition.
Embiid, he's checked in for Powell. Detroit also making some changes. Rodney Hood's checked in for Smith, and it's Rivers in for Caldwell Pope.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Freak kicks to Lynn. Nets passing it around. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And Brooklyn making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Nets shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Dellavedova. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Good. Gets the bucket.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
In the corner, it's Freak. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. 5th on the list, the Pistons.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Freak kicks to Embiid. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Nets lead by 3.
Ooh, tough layup with the guy right on him. He can be a hard player to handle it too.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court your Nets dancers.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Len. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's a good ball handler. He makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup. His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Pass to Freak. Launches a 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Freak dishes to Lynn. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Dellavedova, defended by Lynn. Here's Hood. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 6 assists in the game.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Detroit.
Make your presence
Reggie
felt.
Jackson comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. 1:09 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Freak passes to Bogdanovich. And here's Freak. He's got 23. To the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Rivers against Land. Here's Bogdanovich. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Lynn with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Lopez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that.
Hood kicks to Rivers. Lopez with the block. And
All right, now, I want
the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Hood. Moniunas out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Here's Drummond, and he slams it one-handed.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
There's Freak. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's Drummond missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Freak battles through traffic and lays it in. Freak's got 13 points in the second half.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
That one off the back iron and out.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
They double him with Drummond. Pass to Powell. It's up a 3. That's good. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
There's Freak. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Freak's got 6 in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Detroit making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Move the ball.
Lynn kicks to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there, Greg, to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 10 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson. Lynn dishes to Freak. Adams outside. Here's Powell. Clock at 6. Freak kicks to Adams and stolen by Drummond. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Caldwell-Pope. Drummond the screen. Here's Jackson. No good on the quick 3.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And that one's good. Freak.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Drummond the screen. Johnson left side. Again, the miss by Johnson.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Freak with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Freak. Rebound by the Pistons. And there's the feed to Johnson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 13 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson. Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn.
Brook Lopez.
.151 left in the fourth. Off the pick. Shot's good. And the Nets lead by 9.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Jackson against Land. Jackson gets to Montejunas. Drummond the screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Jackson is doubled. Here's Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Montejunas no luck. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And it's Freak missing. Now Jackson. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. Montejunas has the open look. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation from the three.
Here's Freak. 3 from the inbound. The offensive rebound. Lopez dishes to Freak. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Lopez. Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Feeds it to Johnson. Nails the tray. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.